shouts to the Netherlands, shouts to down under my fam, repping for Japan, big ups to France, UK, and to Germany. My people out in Sudan and Poland, you heard of me. People in Brazil and Israel and Korea, I see ya. My Swedes get it right like Aretha. I reach far and wide from Uganda to Panama, but I still represent for Canada. Let's go.
This is the come-up show where that feel-good music lives, real, recognized, real. With me right now, this guy is an artist, he's a producer, he's one half of Twin Peaks, he is one half of the Birthday Boys, and he's also one half of the Residents. Is that true? Please introduce yourself.
My name is Muneshine. As you mentioned, I am one half of Twin Peaks with Ghetto Socks, one half of the Birthday Boys with d-sisive, and one half of the Residents with my boy Saint from New York.
With the rhymes and despite the doubts, we globetrotters.
Got it locked. I go out and just come back, full circle again. Got it locked wherever we at. I go out and just come back.
Welcome to the water world. I'll be your host.
First, let's talk about this album. I think it's worthy for us to talk about Status Symbol. One of the tracks on this album is Water World. You're saying that creeping ain't the way to get by. I'm trying to live a legacy of love. Can you expand on that?
Well, it's funny that you bring up Waterworld because that song is about 3 or 4 years old at this point. And I mean, at the time when I wrote the song, that's sort of where I was at. I was in like a happy long-term relationship. Things were good. I have no issues with that. It's not like I'm ashamed of that song. Like, it's like any song, like you write it when you're in that moment, and then that sort of like represents where you are. But for those of you who are going to hear Twin Peaks, you may hear a different Muneshine. It's possible.
This ain't no cliffhanger, ain't no mystery, a quick answer. No kidding, I got a grip that lifts anchors. No christening ships, I split.
Me and Ghetto Socks are Twin Peaks. I met Ghetto Socks last summer. I was just like a fan of his music, so I'd hit him up online just to like work on a track together. He came out to Toronto. We just like hit it off immediately and then put down, I think, 3 or 4 tracks. And from that point, we just said, okay, well, this was really easy. We did this in one session. Let's see where we can push this. So he came back out 2 more times. We had 2 more sessions, and we knocked out an album. So we did 17 tracks in 3 sessions and just said, okay, we're kind of onto something. So we sort of like formed the whole vision of the project. I went back out to Halifax. We shot some videos for it. Now we're just getting ready to tour it. So
is it still called Kissing Hands and Shaking Babies?
That's the tentative title, Kissing Hands and Shaking Babies.
On this album, just looking at here, we see Terminology, Sean Price, and Emilio Rojas. Obviously, d-sisive was your boy. How do you get people like Sean Price and like Terminology to come on the album? Man?
Well, again, like it's probably a side of music that a lot of fans and stuff don't sort of realize, that business has a huge role in any sort of music production. So I'm not here trying to say that Sean Price is my boy. I've met Sean Price and we've like hung out and shit and we're cool and everything, but at the end of the day, it's business like anything else. Just like I need to get paid if I'm doing a beat for someone, Sean Price needs to get paid if he's rapping on a song. He's a professional. Just like there's a lot of people out there who sort of, I guess they don't look at like the professional side of doing music. They think that everybody is sort of in that starting position where they're just like excited about it and they just want to do whatever they can to get their stuff out. They don't understand that some people actually make like a decision to try and do it professionally, like to make a living. They don't keep a job to try and pay their rent and pay their Rogers bill and things like that. I'm one of the people who has made the decision to do music full time, so I need to look at my music as work as well as my passion. The fact that I make my own music and I keep putting it out is my own proof that I'm passionate about what I do. And I still work with a ton of artists. It's not like I turn down new artists. I'm happy to work with anybody, but I'm not gonna do what I do for free. Like it's just like that's like going to your accountant and asking him to do your taxes for free, or like going to do anything. Like a professional gets paid to do what they do. I don't feel like that's making me like any less of someone who loves the art or any of that bullshit. Like I don't agree with that. So
I throw a tape in the task am, a pro with the tools, a mogul overly vocal after the blacks, man. I want cash, man. Save your lines. Your talk is cheap, so I pay you no mind. Fuck that, man.
I looked on this album, I didn't see Got a Feeling, and I don't know if on what projects it's on. Where did that track come from? The one with Shad and d-sisive.
yeah, Got a Feeling was a track that I originally did. My boy Ken Galloway, who's a director, he did a documentary called Ways on Wheels, and I scored the documentary for him, and he actually asked us to like write sort of a title track for the documentary. So that's what we wrote that song about. It's like a story track, sort of kind of different perspectives of the character in the documentary. At the time when we did the song, that's all it was attached to, but then it just came out, I believe, earlier this spring on an UrbNet compilation, like an underground hip-hop compilation that UrbNet put out. So it's attached to that, plus we did the video, so you can see that on Much Music and Ox and the internet, things like that.
Trouble, willing to climb fences, freights, and find tunnels with a backpack of paint. Writing names ain't subtle. It's a rush going where I should not. I don't rush when I'm finding a spot, just when I'm running from cops.
What does music mean to you, Muneshine?
Like what I do, it's like the only thing I feel like I know how to do. I wake up every day and I think about it, so I wake up every day and I feel lucky that I get to do it for a living. I don't even look at it as an option. I don't even see working in a factory as an option. I don't see anything as an option. Like, it's like, this is what you have to do. And honestly, I believe anyone who wants to be a success in anything has to look at it like that. Like, I have to make it in this or there's nothing.
I was running on a tightrope in a blindfold with both eyes closed. I told them it was my...
Check out all our stuff online. So there's myspace.com and facebook.com/Muneshine, MUNESHINE. Twin Peaks is the project that I'm promoting the most right now, so it's myspace.com Twin Peaks Rap as well. Like we sort of posted on all our own, like me and Ghetto Sox posted on our solo pages as well. It's easy to find us. We're on the internet, so use Google. Like I shouldn't tell kids how to search. These kids know how to use the internet more than I do, so I'm an old man, son.
Thank you very much, Muneshine, for taking the time. This is the Come Up Show where that feel good music lives. Real, recognized, real. From Cousin Vinny's, we out.
I got a feeling that my life can change. I got a feeling that my